The scorpion was hamstrung, his tail all a-quiver. Just how had he managed to get across the river? The water's so deep, he observed with a sigh, which pricked at the ears of a tortoise nearby. Well, why don't you swim? She asked with a bellow. Unless you're afraid. I mean, what are you, yellow? It isn't a matter of fear or of whim, said the scorpion, but that I can't swim. Oh, forgive me, I didn't mean to be glib when I said that. I figured you were an amphibian. No offense taken, the scorpion replied. But why don't you help me to reach the far side? You swim like a dream and you have what I lack. Why don't you take me across on your back? I'm not so sure that's the best thing to do, said the tortoise. Now that I see that it's you. You've less than ideal reputation proceeding. There's talk of your victims all poisoned and bleeding. You're the scorpion. And how can I say this? But, well, I just don't feel safe with you riding my shell. The scorpion replied, what would killing you prove? We'd both die, so tell me, how would it behoove me basically to die at my very own hand when all that I want is to be on dry land? The tortoise considered the scorpion's defense. When she gave it some thought, it made perfect sense. The niggling voice in her mind she ignored, and she swam to the bank and called out, climb aboard. But just a few moments from when they set sail, the scorpion lashed out with his venomous tail. The tortoise too soon understood that she'd blundered when she felt her flesh stabbed and her carapace sundered. As she fought for her life, she cried out, tell me why you have done this, for now we surely both will die. I don't know, said the scorpion. You never should trust a creature like me because poison I must. I'd show some remorse or at least some compunction, but I just can't help it. My form is my function. You thought I'd behave like my cousin the crab, but unlike him, it's my nature to stab. The tortoise expired with one final quiver, and then both of them sank, swallowed up by the river. The tortoise was wrong to ignore all her doubts, for in the end, friends, our natures win out. So, what can we learn from their watery ends? Is there some lesson on how to be friends? I think what it means is that central to living a life that is good is a life that's forgiving. We're creatures of contact, regardless of whether we kiss or we wound, still we must come together. Though it may spell destruction, we still ask for more because it beats being dry, but so lonely on shore. So we make ourselves open while knowing full well it's essentially saying, please come pierce my shell. Embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. Embrace me, irreplaceable you. Just one look at you, my heart grew tipsy in me. You and you alone bring out the gypsy in me. I love all the many charms about you. Above all, I want my arms about you. Don't be a naughty baby, come to me too. My sweet embraceable you. I love
soon.